Stupid is as stupid does, but I'm not stupid, guy. Like I said, people listen to the music. People listen to music and they don't they don't listen for the lyrics. They don't listen to what the artist is saying, right? Because I can make a song, Bob Marley can make a song, Capleton can make a song, Movado, Vibes Cartel, Jeezy, Jay-Z, everybody can make a song, right? But nobody is gonna listen to the same people that in their interviews they talk about the system, in their interviews they talk about the economy, in their interviews they talk about the influence and the reach of the needy people reclassified as black, right? And a lot of people just listen to the beat, bob their head like some fucking birds. And ain't none of them getting no bread. Just bobbing their head, going along with the beat, going along like the Pied Piper playing the whistle, right? But in a way, when you watch and you understand the Pied Piper, you realize the Pied Piper was really Peter Pan. And Peter Pan is the leader of Neverland, and Neverland is a place where you never leave. People thought Neverland was this place where you never grow old. Yeah, you never grow old, but you also never leave that motherfucker. You can never leave Neverland. And the Pied Piper is Peter Pan. And when she play that magical whistle, all you hear is a beat. All you hear is a tone. You don't hear nobody singing no damn lyrics talk about whoop that trick or whatever I say, y'all gotta do. That's crazy. That's crazy that those are the two lines that I just thought about in my head and I said it, right? Listening to a beat that's literally a magical beat leading you to something that you don't choose for yourself. And then I say, whoop that trick, because people be getting into fights and whatever I say y'all gotta do. Because people be literally doing exactly what they're told to do by somebody with the same exact lack of power and will control as you. Somebody that needs to be told what to do is telling you what to do, and you're doing it, and then you're making everybody go along with the get along to do the same bullshit too. And I'm glad actually I'm on live and ain't nobody here. Damn, as soon as I said that, somebody popped in, but it's cool. Welcome in. Stupid is as stupid does, but we not stupid, right? Let the stupid people do the stupid shit. Let the stupid people do what they need to do what they need to do that stupid shit and get out the motherfucking way. What's good, Vertex? Welcome in. We talking about nothing actually. I just got on here because I got tired of talking on Snapchat. I want to just make it a one-off and then be good. Yeah. Definitely vibing today. Is definitely gonna be a dope day. It's gonna be a day full of vibes. We're not gonna let that negativity do nothing. We're not gonna let the negativity become us. We're not gonna let the negativity shroud our judgment. We're not gonna let the negativity cloud our day. No matter how much clouds in the sky, we still gonna shine and we still gonna rise. And even if you don't smoke, you gonna be high with us. Cause the frequency is there, baby. Frequency is there. What y'all got going on today though? Videos that I made on Snapchat. Because it's like when I say something or when I do something, the next time I go to do it, it slips my mind because that's just how fleeting every moment and every idea is for me. I get to something, if I don't write it down or if I don't execute it right then and there, it's gonna have to come back around the mountain when she comes. But then the crazy thing is, when it comes back around the mountain, right? Like, I was listening to this sister on her podcast, and she said something. She was talking about something and she had forgot. But then yesterday, I was watching something and it mentioned what she was trying to remember. And then I remembered, but now I forgot. I was gonna say it, but I forgot. I probably shouldn't have got on here so early. I ain't even get out of bed. I'm still under the blanket. But I'm getting up earlier and earlier. You know, I used to have to get up for 5 o'clock and then work till 12 in the morning in the AM. My bad. But we gonna be practicing what we preach, right? I'm not worried about views. I'm not worried about likes. I'm worried about getting the message out there. I'm worried about getting the music out there. I'm worried about doing stuff and networking and making a better world, making the world a better place for you, for me, and the entire human race. Yeah. We got so many people losing their lives. And it's like the amount of people losing their lives, there just seems to be more people just trying to rush to get money, right? That's what this anxiety, my anti-anxiety movement starts now because I know what it feels like to have anxiety. What up, Pink VR? I know what it feels like to have anxiety. I appreciate y'all coming in, tapping that like button. But this is like, it's going to be an anti-anxiety movement, right? We're moving on happiness. We're moving on doing less of what makes us anxious and impatient and doing more of what makes us happy, patient, calm. Like the thought might come into my head, I got to do this, but then now my body is starting to stress, right? I'm starting to feel like I'm, getting agitated. I'm starting to feel uneasy. I'm starting to feel restless. Then we're not going to do it. But sometimes I'll tell you something that me and my friends used to do. Whenever we got like that at school, we didn't go to school that day. I didn't go to school that day. I stayed in my bed until about 7 o'clock. That's when my dad would leave and my stepmom would be gone. As soon as they go, I know I have the house to myself until 3 o'clock. And by that time, school's over. My dad would be on the train and on the bus coming back home. And my stepmom, she would be getting home around about 4:30, 5 o'clock. So if school makes you anxious like that, you have to figure out different ways to not let school be what is in control of your anxiety, right? Maybe you gotta figure out what part of school makes you feel like that and think of ways to quell that anxiousness, right? Like if you feel like you don't have enough time in school, what I did, because I wasn't, I was, no problem. I was kind of slow to learn. I'm a slow learner in the system. But when it comes to reality and nature and all this magical stuff, it just comes to me like second nature, right? Because all this school stuff is just indoctrination, right? They don't call it a school to prison pipeline for nothing. It's literally the same place. It's just connected by the choices you make. So what I used to do is when I get in class, I have a separate notebook. That separate notebook is going to be what I take notes on. And sometimes the teacher might give you an open note test or an open book quiz or test. Take down all the notes, whatever the teacher writes on the board, write it down in your book. Whatever the teacher says to the class, if the teacher says it's going to be something towards the upcoming lesson or the upcoming test or quiz, because the only things that matter is homework and passing your quizzes. You can fail your tests to a certain extent and still pass that class, but you have to do your homework because homework, I think it counts for like 30% of your grade. And quizzes, I think they count for like 40%. So with that 30 and that 40%, that's 70% of your class already. The tests and the tests and the projects, that's the other 30%. because they count for more. But if you do the bulk of what you're responsible for, it should make your anxiety go down a little bit more because you will feel more confident when the next quiz come and you're the only one that took all this notes and your friends in the class like, hey, do you know what the answer for this is? Hey, I didn't write this down, or I didn't do this, or I didn't do that, right? So that's how you get rid of that anxiety. And that's how you get yourself to a more calm, controlled spot in your mind. And now outside of your mind, when you're in school, you can you can dominate. You can really dominate in school. Make sure you do all your homework. Do your homework in class. Instead of, going on your phone. I don't know if y'all could use your phones instead of talking to your friends in class. Like for that moment that you can get a couple questions done for your homework for that one class, that's one less class you have to worry about doing work for. So just make sure you get your homework done. Make sure you take your notes. Homework and notes. That's the way that you pass the class. But we're not letting anxiety become us. This is an anti-anxiety movement because everybody is everybody is so anxious, but then there's nothing going on. Why is everybody so anxious, right? It's like you want to hurry up and go outside to play in the snow, but it's not even winter yet. You want to hurry up and put the jackets on. You getting up out of the bed every single day feeling like, damn, I got to go do this and I got to go do that. If I don't, I'm losing time, or I'm wasting life, or I'm this or I'm that. And I had to learn that for myself because I'm probably the most impatient person on this planet. I'm the most impatient person on this planet, I believe, because I think if I want to do something now, or if something is interesting or entertaining to me right now, or if this is something that I want to do right now, I be like, F what I gotta learn about this, that, and the third, because I feel like since I want it now, I already know everything I need to learn, right? Like I want to be the best artist. Well, not the best artist. I want to be one of the best artists, right? But I haven't had a hit song. I haven't had a hit album yet. So with me wanting to get to the finish line without even running a marathon for at least 6, 7 years, or at least 10 years, I shouldn't look for longevity when the people that only been in the game for about 10 years, they're no longer relevant. They're no longer making any kind of impact with their music. The only people that listen to their music is the people that's in their vicinity. I want the people in my vicinity to listen to my music, yes, but not just them. It's not for no select group of people. My music is for the world, just like Bob Marley's music was for the world. My music is to complete the workings of Bob Marley. Free your mind, right? Like Redemption Song. Old pirates, yes, they rob I. Sold I to the merchant ships. Minutes after they took I from the bottomless pits. But my head was made strong by the hands of the Almighty. And we forward in this generation triumphantly because we warriors. So won't you help me sing these songs of freedom? Because all I have ever had is redemption song. These songs of freedom. 11:11. As we touched on Bob Marley, baby, I'm gone. I love y'all. I'll be back. I love y'all. Have a beautiful start to y'all day. And make sure y'all make y'all wishes. It's 11:11. And y'all wishes will come true.